At 9:30 p.m. on August 23, 1939, in a Kremlin room lit by low lamps, Soviet Foreign Minister Vyacheslav Maletov, 49, stern and faced German Foreign Minister Joachim von Ribbentrop, 46. Smooth-talking and eager. Champagne chilled on a side table. Outside, Moscow slept under summer heat. Inside, the two men signed the Treaty of Non-Aggression between Germany and the Soviet Union. 10 years of peace, no attacks, no alliances against each other. The world gasped at the handshake between sworn ideological enemies, Nazis and but the real shock hid in a thin secret protocol, typed in German and Russian, folded away from prying eyes. It carved Eastern Europe like a cake. Poland split along the Narev, Vistula, and San River's western half to Germany. Eastern to the US. Latvia, Estonia, Finland fell to Soviet sphere. Lithuania, mostly to German, later swapped. Bessarabia too. No public mention, just a quiet line. This protocol shall be treated by both parties as strictly secret. Ribbentrop toasted Stalin, who raised the glass with rare warmth. Hitler, briefed by phone, laughed in Berlin. He now had his back free no two-front war. Stalin bought time, believing he had outmaneuvered the West after failed alliance talks with Britain and France. 1 week later, September 1st, German tanks rolled into Poland from the west. Bombs fell on Wieluw at dawn. Britain and France declared war 2 days later. Then, on September 17th, Red Army columns crossed from the east tanks, rumbling through villages, claiming protection for Ukrainians and Polish soldiers, already fighting Germans, faced betrayal from the rear. Officers captured at border posts stared in disbelief as Soviet troops disarmed them. Katin's forests would later hold their graves. The Pact gave Hitler the green light for conquest. Denmark, Norway, Low Countries. France fell in months. Stalin seized Baltics, Bessarabia, parts of Finland after Winter War. Europe burned faster because two dictators had secretly agreed to divide it. Then came the ultimate betrayal. June 22, 1941, 3:15 a.m. 3 million German troops smashed across the Soviet border without warning. Stalin, stunned in his dacha, refused to believe reports at first. "It's a provocation," he muttered. But the blitzkrieg was real. Millions died in the east. The war turned global and savage. The Maletov-Ribbentrop Pact deal. He didn't carve up. Shocking handshake opened the gates to World War II. It showed ideology bent to power, alliances shattered by ambition. When Hitler stabbed his partner in the back, the betrayal sealed the Axis doom and forged the unlikely Allied coalition that would end the nightmare. See you in the next WW2 story.